So let's talk about what an actual pitch is. All right, so a pitch is basically the thing that you've seen on Shark Tank, the thing that you've seen on various other sources like Dragon's Den and stuff like that. And basically, it's a simple way to talk about an idea and convince other people of the importance of your idea. So, just to break it down, purpose of a pitch, convey your idea, right? Explain what it is. We're going to also share research and information about the idea. Use terms that aren't jargon, right? Use things that are universal. Basically, they say like it should be simple enough that a 10-year-old can understand. Simple meaning it should be simple language, simple like actual words that you choose, as well as a simple explanation. I don't want you to dive really deep into all the technical jargon and details in the background. Short, in like Hollywood, the typical pitch is they say 90 words or less, right? I think for this, probably between 90 and 300 words is plenty. And then, of course, you should be convincing your audience. You should be convincing them why this is important, right? Why it's worth their time. I missed an apostrophe there. Why you are the right person to do this, right? And not somebody else. And these whys lead into this, right? There's other whys such as why does this need to be done? Why is this the time frame that it needs to be done? We're not going to worry about those too much for this class, but just focus on these principles. So here's an idea. My idea is an app that uses machine learning technologies and a camera to detect tools in a wood shop and display safety and usage information. This is an app that was actually created by my students last semester, and this was the proposal that they gave me. Now, this is a fine description. I think it's a little bit complicated. I might simplify it to actually give it a name. So let's say like the name is like ToolBuddy. ToolBuddy is an app rather than my idea is an app. I'm saying ToolBuddy is an app which uses, let's say ToolBuddy is an app that uses a camera to detect tools in a wood shop or makerspace. Let's be more specific with makerspace since that's kind of the hot thing right now. It displays safety information and tutorials along with advanced technical data. This is a pretty simple start to a pitch, and I'm going to jump into why is this important, right? If I'm thinking about like why it's important, I'm not going to write this out, but why it's important, I'm going to say, right, for use in classrooms, education, safety applications, right, OSHA, occupational safety hazard, whatever that is. So that's why it's important, right? It applies to all these different contexts. Why it needs to be an app, right? We want simplicity on a system everyone uses, like a phone. We want to have basically the elegance of a tool in your hand versus a paper manual, right? Or paper safety info. Also, because it's an app, it can be updated regularly, right? We can add new information and add new devices. We can also go through why I'm the right person to do this, right? And I can justify all of those things. So this is kind of roughly what your pitch ideas might look like. You want to then refine these into solid, easily understandable, maybe paragraph or two. That's really the basics of this. After you get that basic pitch done, we can then dive into how to improve your pitches, how to make them better, which we'll do next week with the formal proposal. right? Something like this isn't ready to go to Shark Tank, for example. Something like this is great for our classroom, though, because it gets us started and lets us sort of see each other's ideas and start to critique them.